I was so hype for the actual, like, banner details to come out for 4.7. I was ecstatic because there was a couple of options that they could have really went for. And I'm gonna tell you just before we get this started today, I'm not hype. Like, I'm not hype in the slightest. I'm actually kind of disappointed by these banner details. Clorinde and Alhaitham's banner is not looking good, and that's an understatement. But you know, we'll get into that in just a moment. But before we get into that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Genshin Impact video comes out. And of course, leave a comment. Would love to hear y'all's opinions on this banner. Now, of course, you could also check out the ever wonderful Gamer Sups. Make sure to use code TYSTRA for 10% off. I'm finishing up some anime girl thighs right now. Fantastic. Clorinde's got them thighs. I had to drink anime girl thighs just for Clorinde. I'm just saying. And I carbonated it because I'm a crazy person and I need my CO2. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and talk about the Clorinde banner. Now, where do I begin with this? So, you look at these banners and you're just looking at it like, you might be one of those people that's like, why is this so bad? I'm gonna tell you, at least from a veteran player standpoint. So, let's go ahead and start with Bennett, right? Bennett is great. Bennett is still considered the 5-star of all the 4-stars, right? Bennett is considered the best 4-star to use because he's in just about every team. Even like the newer ones have been using him, obviously. Like with the Chevrolet's freaking whole kit, you still use Bennett to get that extra attack power, you know, whatever the case. And C6 doesn't affect a lot of the new 5-stars. Like, it's really, Bennett C6 is not as big of a problem as it used to be. However, unless you are a brand new player, you've probably gotten your fair share of Bennett because I have seen him on so many banners, right? And it's just, to me, it's just bonkers that even Bennett is still on these banners consistently. Like, yes, Bennett is great, and everybody in the game should have a Benny boy. I'm just saying. But it's abysmal to always see him as a veteran player. Speaking of Pyro, we got Toma. Right? I have taken the personality quizzes for Genshin Impact and I have been called Toma. I don't know why. I don't get it. Am I just like the bitch boy that cleans all the time? My room's messy. I always say I gotta clean this stuff. I bought like cleaning supplies and all this other stuff, but I still go, it's fine. I'm a hoarder. I need to stop. I need to sell some stuff. Okay. I digress. Forget my personal issues, right? Toma is like has seen kind of a resurgence, I guess. People are starting to use Toma more often in teams, and it's not to say he's bad. Like, he's definitely not terrible. But when he was first released, he was hyped up to be like the second to Zhongli, and nobody could compare it to Toma, not even Diona, who was doing heals and shields. And Toma kind of fell flat. Toma, like I said, has gotten a little bit more on him now, and he seems to be like, it seems to be a decent option for you in your teams. However, Toma's shield is still not that great in my opinion. The fact that you could do pyro application with him from his burst going into another unit makes him worth. So like, maybe if you're trying to run a burn team, and maybe that's ultimately what this is about, is that they're getting us ready for the burn teams that are going to be coming in Natlan, because that's I'm literally calling it. Burn is going to take precedence in Natlan. I'm calling it right now. And if I'm wrong, God strike me down. Didn't happen. I'm just saying though, I think that Burn's going to be the thing. And I think that's what they're getting us ready for, is to have a Dendro character like Alhaitham with Toma and Bennett. And it makes sense. But at the same time though, like, rerun some characters that we haven't seen in a while. I'll get to that in just a moment though. Let's talk about Sethos. Sethos, I don't know how to feel about him. You're gonna have to build him with high ER, high EM, so energy recharge and elemental mastery. It looks like he dual scaling off of that, or I think he just scales off of EM, but you need ER to be able to use his skill. And I think it's cool. Like, it's a different way to go about a character kit. Like, you need to have energy to be able to really use him, but if you don't have that energy, he's kind of useless. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about Sethos. He's a cool character. His kit's unique, and that's what I like about him, is that it's a unique kit to me. And so ultimately, I can't wait to try him out. I have not, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I have not built him, and I still have to create a build guide for him. I know how to build him, I just haven't gotten the pieces yet. There's another video I'm working on here in the future that I want to do before I end up going to that. So, but I digress, right? So, Sethos seems okay, and I don't feel I have the as accurate information to say he's a must summon. But I will say this: if you're going to summon for Alhaitham or Clorinde and you get a Sethos, that's not a bad thing. It's a new character to try out, and maybe, just maybe, he might be meta. I don't think so. From what I read from his kit, on paper, it just seems to be a unique kit that not a lot of character, or not any character really has, and that's it. It's unique. So unique doesn't necessarily mean good. It doesn't necessarily mean bad. It just means it's unique. Let's talk about Alhaitham, right? Or Alhaitham, however you want to call him. Great unit, great character, right? Alhaitham is, we called him Dendro Kaching, but better when he first released. And Alhaitham, with his Dendro damage, when you pair him with Official, when you pair him with, you know, Official. But, you know, if you're talking about 4 stars, you can pair him with Official, you can pair him with a Kujo Sara. If you paired him with 5 stars, you could do Raiden Shogun. You could do, obviously, Himeko, who's an off-field DPS as well. So you have plenty of options for electro characters to work with him, and I think that's honestly his best reaction. I mean, it is the best reaction in the game, to be honest. Let's be real. Or at least one of the two. I think it's that and maybe Vaporize. I don't know. I mainly just go with whatever looks good for the time being. So, but Aggravate in general is so good, and to have Alhaitham as that damage dealer is perfect. What I hate about this banner, right, at least for Alhaitham's standpoint, is that you have Bennett, Toma, and Sethos, right? Sethos is whatever. That's the electro character. But you could have done a different electro character as well. You could have done, like, even if you're going with an old character like Bennett, you could have done Fischl instead, and it would have made more sense, right? Or you could have done a Kuki Shinobu. Why did I say Kujo Sara before? I meant Kuki Shinobu works with Alhaitham. So if you're already writing in the comments, you said Kujo Sara, you didn't say Kuki Shinobu. That's who I meant. I meant to say Kuki Shinobu, right? That was cringe. I know. You're gonna write in the comments anyway. I don't care anymore. But no, you could have put Official there, and instead of Toma, you could have put Kuki Shinobu. There's plenty of options. But I think the biggest dastardly thing that Genshin Impact and Hoyoverse did with this banner is not put Kaveh. You have Alhaitham. Why could you not put his boyfriend there? Come on now, it's Pride Month. Come on. But no, for real. They should have put Kaveh. 100% they should have put Kaveh. I don't understand why they refuse to put Kaveh on banners. If it's because of the whole thing that happened before where he was like Delito Fajitoing everything, it is what it is. Like, you know, I get it, but at least say something about it. Be like, Kaveh is not going to be released for a while as part of a banner. It literally feels like they have something against Kaveh. So, Alhaitham though, get back to him. He's a great unit. If you have a off-field DPS like Fischl, Himeko, Kuki Shinobu, Raiden Shogun, he is great to have on that team. Paired up with, like, you know, Nahida boosting up that EM on top of that, you know, you got one heck of a team right there, and you could throw in a 4th or whatever. But he's definitely a great character, right? Definitely a great character to put some primos into. And Clorinde. Oh, how I wish I was that top button. I'd be holding that shirt like freaking Spider-Man, man. I'd be holding that shirt. God, she is hot. Oh my God. Like, she's got them thighs. She's got them assets. She's got them too. But anyways, Clorinde is extremely hot, but also her kit, I think, is absolutely fun to look at. The animations that they used for her are absolutely sick, and I'm so glad that she's about to come out. I will be summoning for Clorinde regardless. I already have Alhaitham. I already have everybody else except for Sethos as well. So really going for Clorinde and going for all Sethos instead of Bennett and Toma. But yeah, Clorinde is just extremely hot, and I really like her kit. Just for a fun factor, I don't know if it's gonna be meta. We'll find out. I'm going to be playing a heck of a lot of it, but here's the kicker, man. That domain where you get like the Bond of Life artifact set is kicking my butt, bro. Like, for real. That artifact set is so hard to grind up. I'm having such a hard time. I've gotten one piece ready, and that was for Arlecchino, right? Nothing for Clorinde yet. Honestly, it might be to where I have to switch my pieces between Arlecchino and Clorinde, and I haven't had to do that in a long time. I haven't had to do that. Because normally I have at least a minimal build ready to go, maximum build if I'm really liking the character, and I've been grinding the heck out of the game as much as I could. I cannot get a set for Clorinde, but I think that she's a great character. Now, should you summon for Alhaitham? With these banner units, if you are a new player, it makes sense to go for Bennett and Toma. I think that honestly, if you are a brand new player and you're getting ready for Natland, like, this is a great banner because I truly feel that burning is going to be the new, like, big reaction that's happening. Like, we already have burning, but I think that burning and Bergeron are going to take precedence in the meta. Now, I could be wrong, and I've been known to be wrong. So if you don't want to go for the new meta, that might be happening. Don't worry about Bennett and Toma. Don't worry about Alhaitham. Honestly, I think that veteran players should skip. In general, this is not a good banner, right? If you're really just going for new characters, right, then summon on the Clorinde banner. If you are a brand new player, Clorinde might be a fun character for you to have. Like, her kit just seems very good in general, and could be, I wouldn't say on par with Arlecchino's, but I definitely will say that all the Fontaine characters so far have been very strong. And I don't think Clorinde is an exception to that rule. I think Clorinde is going to be really good. Sethos is whatever. I think that having a kit like his be unique would make it so that players who are now coming into the game have a choice on what they want to play, right? And Sethos has that opportunity. Toma and Bennett are great additions, but I don't think that this banner is really safe for everyone. Like, I think that veterans, honestly, unless you are wanting Clorinde because she's hot and her kit's really cool and could be really good, then unless you're doing that, then I wouldn't summon. This isn't worth your primos. Like, wait until Natland. Natland's going to be absolutely bonkers in my personal opinion. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you like the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Genshin Impact video comes out, and leave a comment about what you think about these banners. Are you going to be summoning for Clorinde or Alhaitham? Please let me know. Also, where is Kave? Somebody needs to go check on that man, right? Anyways, y'all, that's going to be it. Love you all to death. And as always, we will catch you in that next video. Please take care and be safe.